Hello, it's Teresa Conway-Hayes, and welcome to my channel. I'm here tonight on Sunday night at 10:15 p.m. for another hashtag Shabby Dabby Doo Dah showcase number 3. That's a showcase for me. So before we get started on that, I just wanted to show you what I got today. So one of my daughters is currently seeing a new gentleman, and he came over and told her that he wanted to go garage selling. So they did, and they ran into a garage sale that had some old books, and these are them. So he bought these books for me. We've met a couple times. Most recently we went to Starbucks for coffee, and we were talking about my passion for junk journaling. My daughter was explaining it to him a little bit. Talked about old books and how I tear them up to repurpose them, blah blah blah. So he saw these books and he thought of me. Now, I think he said he paid 50 cents. Oh no, 25 cents for this book. This little tiny book. It's in poor shape, but it's still pretty cool. So I don't know why somebody I have to read that later on. I don't know why somebody put a paper clipping in there, but as you go through the pages, when you get to the date page, this book is 1887. So that is super exciting. I love old books, and I love the size of this. So this is called Hints on Writing and Speech Making. So that one should be pretty good. No cuss words, fun stuff like that. So then, before I even got there, my daughter gave me a heads up that he's a little unsure as to whether the other book will be offensive to you, you know, blah blah blah. He knows I'm a Christian, and I was like, well, it's a book, let me go look at it. So I got there and I looked at it. I don't see anything that is offensive to me. Of course, I'm not going to read through the whole thing. Let's see, what does it say here? In the great bosom of nature, everywhere exists the rarest of all essence, God and Spirit. Spirit is the outstanding element or attribute of God. As though one senses the aroma of a beautiful flower, to come in contact with the Spirit of God is to breathe in the fragrance of the highest good, the rarest and most sensitive sweetness. I'm not going to read the whole book. I didn't get this book for that reason, but again, nothing looks offensive to me. I didn't disagree with anything that I read there. You know, what is the universe? Is the universe God? So maybe that's what the author of this book is saying. I don't know. I didn't buy it for that reason. Nature, putting our senses with the flesh, material, breath, and mind, has made the human being. The God spark is spirit, or at least spirit is an attribute of God. I'm not offended by that. So, whoops, I'm bumping my iPad. Yeah, I think this is a really cool book. You know, I could look really hard and see if I could try to find something that's going to bother me, but I'm not going to do that. This is kind of weird, but the baby is looking into the crystal to see what the future holds for him, but the baby's future depends on the kind of suggestion you give to him. Huh. What, through his life? The suggestions that you give to him and how he grows? I don't know. Again, that's not what I've got this book for. I am going to take the pages out of this book and I am going to use them to back tags. This paper has a little bit of texture in it, has some patina on it. I think that's the word. Please correct me, those of you who are well versed in journal making. Look at that nice big page. This paper seems to be very sturdy, and I see a lot of potential in this book. I'm excited to be the recipient of it. It is a, let's see. I mean, psychology talks about the power of your subconscious. That's a study in high school and college. Maybe not so much high school. Depends on what kind of high school you go to and what area. This is 1929. So that's a nice old book. Yep, I'm very excited to have received this. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I gotta find a place for this great big book to put it when I'm not using it. This is the biggest book I've had so far. I'm just gonna set it there behind me and move this book away. This book is going to be really easy to take apart. It's got those nice strings on it, and it has some really cool, this is probably water damage or something, but it's almost like I sprayed it with coffee, my coffee spritzer. And here we go. We've got all that pencil writing in here. I just love that. That just tickles me to no end to have pencil writing in my book. And then in the back here, there is a library card that I'm going to try and get out. Oh yes, it came out nicely. Yep, that is great. So that's an old-fashioned, well, it probably isn't real old. Just because the book is old doesn't mean that that's old. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Be really cool. This looks like this might stay intact. The binder, that would be awesome if it did, because then I could turn it into a little ephemera holder. Yep, that would be great. Well, I didn't log in so that I could take a book apart. Those who know me know I love to do that, but I'm going to forgo that and move on to why I logged in. And I logged in to do a third video on Shabby Dabby Doodah's digitals. So, let's see. What I'm doing tonight is I am doing tags. These are tags that were made with piano roll paper. So there's one up close and personal. And this one. And I'm going to make another one of these. Okay, so let's put the prototypes to the side. Now, when I did it the first time, I used some Stamperia scrapbook paper. This time, I'm going to use some Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. And because this paper is a little bit thinner, I thought I might do pockets for these tags. So, let's grab some piano paper. Well, this isn't, it doesn't have any holes in it. This is a piece that doesn't have holes. I was just, you know, that's not going to cover the whole paper, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm still going to use this. I think that's beautiful. And I actually want it to be more like that. Okay, so glue stick. Don't stick. I'm not ready. I didn't have it where I wanted it. Let's try it again. Ah, I didn't do much better. Oh well. I'm not going to try and pull it off again. Take that chance. Hubby's in the other room watching Murdoch Mysteries. We've been watching that one for quite a while. Oh goodness, I just had a yawn. I was up till 3 o'clock this morning crafting because I didn't take my melatonin, and I didn't take it again tonight yet, so I better get with the program. But isn't that sweet that this new guy that my daughter has met and has started seeing thought of me and got me that book. So far, this is the nicest guy that any of my daughters has met, and decided to have a romantic relationship with. I don't want to cover too much of that printing up. So far, I approve. Of course, you know, she's an adult woman. She's got 3 kids. Single, of course. Single with 3 kids. So hopefully this will be a lovely relationship, and I wish them both the best. Did I feel like I did that wrong. Nope, that's where I want it. Right there. Okay. See how piano roll paper tears. This is the first time I have worked with piano roll paper. Whoa. So I like it because you can see through it. And that's really cool. So I've chose, even for the other one, I chose some blue background. So that's lovely. And really, I'm going to make this the front. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see. Whoops. I did that last night too. Tried to put the wrong lid on the wrong glue. Yeah, I was busy. First of all, I went and bought more digitals today. And then I was busy cutting digitals up. And then we had a dinner to go to at my daughter's. And that's when I got my books. So then I came back and started experimenting with this prototype for a book. Oh, well, I had a message earlier that my piano roll paper came in. So my husband hopped on the motorcycle, went to pick it up. Gotta remember this is the back. And let's see. I'm going to take boho blue to ink. So I'm back to inking, but I'm using blue tonight. So far with the digitals, Chevy Doodah digitals that I've been using, I haven't been inking. I was taking a page from Roxy Creations because she doesn't ink, so I thought I would give that a try. I still like inking. Oh wow. Hi. Dunk Journal Cottage. Nice to see ya. Thanks for chatting at me. It's little things like that that make my day. Cool. Sorry, I was just reading your chat. Okay. So I was thinking about putting a pocket on the front this time, but I don't. Where's the pocket I cut? I don't want to cover up this cool stuff. So I think this feels secure enough. I just was thinking about maybe putting a pocket on to make this feel more secure. And I want to leave this open for journaling. There's lots of nice journaling on this. Okay, so now I'm going to grab one of my stamps and do some stamping. Hi Cheryl, nice to meet you. Oh wow, thanks for subscribing. I'm always happy to hear feedback, Cheryl, of things that you'd like to see, well, how I could do better. You know, maybe you're a super experienced YouTuber and you've got ideas for what works and doesn't work. I'm always happy to hear feedback and see what folks like or don't like. Let's see. I want to put some music on here now. And I think I'll do that in the blue. I think I'll do that in the blue ink. Okay, I just wanted a little tiny bit. So we've got some inking. Okay, so now we need a little bit of collaging. So I am loving, first of all, I made a little temporary ephemera holder for all this shabby Debbie Doodah goodness. So, and I am loving these little dictionary. So the last one I did was Inspire. So I'm going to do the middle one here. Special. Adjective, something out of the ordinary. I love little dictionary things like this. Oh boy. I told my husband tonight, I said, what were we he's talking about how I've been getting up earlier lately. And I said, yeah, I've been taking those sleeping pills. So, I was doing the estrogen with melatonin, and then he found another one, because I don't take pharmaceuticals and that sort of thing. And so I started trying these, and boy, oh boy, they've been working really well. If I go to sleep, then I can get up in the morning. But for a while there, I could go to sleep before like 4 o'clock, and so sometimes I just want to stay in bed till 10. I do work full time, but I have my own business, and so I can pretty much set my own hours. For a while there, I was sending emails at night and scheduling them to go out at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, so people would think that I was doing stuff at 8 or... I mean, I'm my own boss and everything, but still, I want people to think I'm on the ball, because I'm virtual, so not everybody knows me real well. So I always feel like it's important that I do things to make them feel confident in me. Right, that's the important thing, is no drowsiness with these pills. I wake up fresh. I love it. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was either like a flower or a butterfly. I did buy her butterflies, but I haven't had a chance to... Whoops, I pulled too hard on my ephemera holder. I haven't had a chance to cut them out. That's too big. I don't want that anyways. Ooh, here's a flower. Ooh, I haven't... Oops. Knocked my iPad over. Oh yeah, that's going to be lovely. Well, that is just great. Cheryl, I'm really glad you found my channel. So do you have your own? Oh, let's see. You did say that you were also doing. So are you doing videos then? Or are you just buying the digitals? Probably should have used a clean glue page. Oh, cool. I print on my piano roll paper. This is the first piano roll paper that I've ever had. Just came in the mail today. So I'm having fun with it. Okay, so I like to do things in threes. So I've got two. I'm kind of in the mood for some lace this time. So I'm going to grab some lace. Nope, that blue isn't the right color. I think I'll use a little bit of that. Just looking for my fabric scissors. Very good. I think I've seen one of Tina's videos once before, maybe twice. I hear her name a lot, but just recently I saw her video about the troubles that she's going through, and so I can relate to that. I feel like my children are still going through the trauma of divorce, and they're all parents, and one's even old enough to be a grandma one of these days. She's not yet. The daughter's not quite ready. I mean, she's not really technically, in my mind, old enough to be having babies. But I just use that as a reference that my kids are older, but I still feel like they're going through the trauma of, I put that glue too low. I didn't want to cover up that number. The trauma of divorce and nonsense from men who don't take their roles seriously. And I like Seven Plaza, and who else was saying? It might have been Eva from Bohemian something. They're saying how they've had similar situations and they're married to great guys now. I'm married to a great guy now too. I met him about 11 years ago. So it took a long time to find my prince to kiss. I think I'm going to use some of that fray check because I'm afraid that's going to keep fraying. Yeah, so I'm a new subscriber to Tina's channel. But I certainly remember how scary it was to worry about how I was going to support my children. I have 6 children. And there were many times where I put up with the nonsense simply because I didn't think that I could support my children on my own. And I definitely didn't want to lose my children. So that can be a very scary thing for women. And then it got to a point where I was like, Jiminy's, I'm the one who's bringing real money into this household. And I am earning more income all the time. My income is building. So I was like, okay, it's time to call this a wrap. Yes, Eva. I've watched her a couple times. In fact, Amanda with Scrimping Mommy, Create with Scrimping Mommy, told me about Eva, and she told me I'd probably enjoy watching her YouTube channel because I have the same tendencies for eclectic journaling. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that tag, and I'm gonna call that done. Gosh, I'm kind of thinking I would like some pearls. Yep, I'm gonna think about that more. Okay, so then I've got this piece of paper, but I really like the idea of wrapping the tag in the paper. Like this. But this paper is totally blank, so I'm thinking about just keeping this paper for maybe some tag backing. How about, let's see. Yeah, let's do one more and make sure that this goes somewhere where it looks cool. Wow, that is very special. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I just don't really even know what to say. I'm just, compliments blow me away. I have a real hard time taking compliments. I always have been that way. I just as soon do nice things for people and help them out, and nobody recognizes me. I mean, when I do nice things for my kids, I just want them to show me love. I just want them to come over and say hi, you know, and where's my writing? And just show me love. And I'm not the most, what's that word, demonstrative of people. I show people who I am and what I mean by my actions. I'm not the type who's, you know, real lovey-dovey and that sort of thing. I'm just not a very verbal person in many ways. So, but it is so much better to be on the end where you can do something to help other people and not be in a place where you need help from people. And I am very thankful for that. I love being able to do things like pay it forward. You know, I've never been one to go to Starbucks, the coffee place, and buy myself a coffee and then say, oh, by the way, I want to buy the person in back of me's coffee too. I've never done anything like that. Not that I would mind doing anything like that or find it to be objectionable. It's just haven't thought of it, haven't taken the opportunity. But the other day we were in Pojo's. It's a kids play area in the United States, and we had my 9-year-old grandson. I have 11 grandchildren, so it's hard to remember these numbers. So anyways, we had him by himself, and he was kind of bored, and he wasn't getting in the groove of having fun at the game place. And so there was a group together, and it was like a birthday party group, and there were so many kids that he didn't get to go on the ride with them. He really didn't even want to, because they were strangers and everything. So I got to talking to the lady, and she was saying how she had 9 more tickets, or no, 1 more ticket. And I was like, well, maybe Landon would go if these kids would go again. So I went and bought 9 tickets to give to the lady so that the kids that she had with her could ride the ride again. Landon had a wristband, so he could go on unlimited rides. And but so she said, oh yeah, so they were gonna go, and Landon was like, nope, don't wanna. And I'm like, oh, trying to help you out here, guy. But later on, he found a different group of kids that he just gelled with. He was comfortable with going on, you know. I mean, they all had their own little cart where they bump into each other, but he still had to have some kind of harmony, I guess, with them before he was willing to have fun and go on those rides. But it didn't bother me at all that, you know, I bought $9 worth of tickets and then he wouldn't go with them. Not at all. Again, I'm just thankful that I'm in a position where I can do that. It's a lot of fun. Okay, there's a lot of writing spot on that one. And so now let's find a great big fun piece of ephemera. Maybe that. Ooh, I think maybe that one, because I want to see if I can pull in some of that damask paper. I'm pretty sure I have a little piece in here. Here we go. Ooh, I don't know, that might be too much. Trying to think if that would be too much. Okay, I feel like it's pulling in right from there, and then this is coordinating with the rest, so I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. I'm going to pull that white off of there. Yay. Lots. Yeah. I'm very happy for you. I know how rewarding it is to have, especially grandchildren. Yeah, this is Very Best Trio punch from Stampin' Up. I think I like it better like that. For some reason, I like to fan stuff like that. And I don't think I'm going to ink this time. So that gives us 3, and before I put this down, I'm going to throw something else in there. Let me think. Oh, I think my desk is kind of crowded and I've got stuff over there. See if I can grab it without knocking my iPad over again. Yay, I did. I thought I had some. Yes, I do have some tissue paper. This is from a vintage pattern. Where are you from, Cheryl? I'm in Idaho. I was reading your message while I was reaching for the glue. Florida. Nice. None of these colors are really doing anything for me. So, I'm going to make a new whale tail punch. I don't know if I want this or if I want don't want to cut that up. So we'll just audition both of these. See which one looks best. So that pulls the damask in there. But I think that one's a winner. Okay, so I'm gonna ink that, but I'm also, this is looking too bare to me. So I'm gonna put some ink down. Did I put my stamps away? No, I didn't. Where did I put my ink? Hopefully I didn't leave it open and pile things on it. This time I'm going to use black. And I want to do a little something different. Whoops, crash banging. Oh, congratulations. I ended up with 2 recently. I had been looking and looking, and I found one, and the lady was great. She mailed it to me, no problem. That all went through smoothly. And then I found another one on Facebook for a real reasonable price. So I've got that one up for sale. And what I did was I just priced it so that it would compensate me for both whale tail punches. I thought that would be fun. So far, it's not selling, but that's okay. I'm not in any hurry. I have a Ko-fi site, and I have that kind of stuff listed for sale. Is it Ko-fi? Coffee? I don't know. Oh, your husband's great. My friend sold hers for $85. I think I have mine listed for $60, which includes postage, so that I can get compensation for both punches that I bought. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's funny that your husband said that. I just think that's great. You know, I really wanted one. And I was like, well, maybe I would spend $80 or $100 if I could find one. But the only place I could find it was on Ko-fi and... not Ko-fi. eBay. And I think I found it for even more than $100, so I didn't pull the trigger. And then found one for more reasonable. You know, they're a collector's item. So while some people really complain about how much folks are selling them for, if somebody tries to sell you an antique book for 50 bucks or whatever, or let's say a journal, you know, most people would go, what? You're going to pay $125 or $200 for a journal? Are you insane? But I always say, well, if somebody doesn't like your prices, then they don't have to pay them. But then when you get the folks who, like, I just recently quit being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And so I would sell my Stampin' Up! Stuff on the retired Stampin' Up! Now I'm selling a lot of it that's not even retired, but I'm not a demonstrator anymore, so I can do that. And there would be people who would post on there when you posted your prices, like say, I want $20 for a stamp set. They would post things like, oh, that's highway robbery or something. Well, who are they to tell you how much your stuff is worth? How much, you know, you come up with a price of what you think your stuff is worth, and people can either pay it or move on. But it's your stuff, so you can price it for whatever you want. It's the world we live in where people think they can tell other people how to think. I mean, there's nothing dishonest about it. Nobody's making you buy it. Bummer. Some of these silver ones aren't working. I got the wrong ones. And I don't usually know that I'm grabbing the wrong one until it's too late. Yep, I'm not going to be happy with that, so it's got to come out. Well, this has been fun. I wonder how many people, as a result of this, and some people are calling it like a love train, are going to meet new people and have new online YouTube friendships and that sort of thing. I don't know why Stampin' Up! Retired that punch. It is so popular. Yeah, and I don't know why somebody's not making a new one. If they've retired this one and there's still such a clamor for it, I don't know why. I think this one will work right here. Somebody else isn't making them, and you know, so once, if they were to make them, like say Memory Keepers made one, they could charge a reasonable price, like it 25 bucks, I'll bet, and you know, sell a bunch, and they'll be making more money than the people who are selling them for $100 on eBay, you know, in the long run. So I did that because I wanted to put one of these on there. Ooh, there's my pearls I wanted. So a little bit about me. I am living full-time in an RV in a travel trailer toy hauler. We have a Harley Davidson motorcycle, so we need a toy hauler for that. Yeah, that looks cute. I don't know what I'm going to hang on there, but now we've got the opportunity for me to hang something on there. So now I want to, ooh, these are kind of, I don't think they're the right color, but we could probably fix that. Let's see. Blue. I'll fool you. I was going to say something else and I forgot what it was now. I don't want Night of Navy. I do want light boho blue because that's what I've been using to ink. Oh, and the other thing that I was going to say that I feel like I'm going to want to be mentioning more often, especially if people go to watch my shorts. Oh my gosh, I don't like watching my videos because then I see my shakes. I have familiar tremors, and so my hands shake, probably more than my hands shake, but I mostly notice my hands, and especially my right or left. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna call that done, and still kind of, I think I am gonna go ahead and put a pocket on. I just want to trim that a little tiny bit. Oh, that is awesome. We're gonna be, what do they call them, snowbirds or whatever this winter. So we're gonna stay in Yuma, Arizona for the cold months. And then if we get a bigger trailer, which we're planning on upgrading to a fifth wheeler. This is a 2022 travel trailer. So I guess if you own them for a while, they start to build some equity in them. I don't know. I don't understand those things. But, so we're planning on toughing it out here. It's just not got quite as much room as we want. We're having a lot of fun organizing the trailers so that we make more and more room for having the things that we normally use, like where we hang the utility things like vacuum cleaner and broom and stuff like that. And then the other day I got a wire basket, a wire rack type thing, and we started putting our water bottles there because I was getting tired of water bottles falling out of that plastic casing that they come in, and it just didn't look tidy. I'm a major organizational freak. I love to organize. Sometimes I enjoy organizing more than I do crafting. But then I reap the benefits when I go to craft and I can find my stuff. Now this is going to need something more to decorate the pocket. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Yuma, Arizona is. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to go down in November and we're going to stay until April. There's like a, I don't know what they call them, over 50s or whatever, RV park, and they require half down, so I've already paid half, and then you pay the rest when you get down there. And you have to pay by check because they don't have credit card processing. That was interesting. I think I want all the stamp to show because of those pretty flowers. Gosh, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more definition between the two other than just the inking. I like crunching up my tissue paper with glue stick more than liquid glue. Oh my, it's late in Florida. Are you a night owl? Oh, you did say you didn't take your melatonin. That's right. Okay, I just flashed on that. Well, I wish I kind of had more paper down, but it is what it is now. Actually, I could sneak a little bit more in, couldn't I? Chimneys. There we go. Now it shows. Okay, how long have I been here? I think it's been a while. 63 minutes. Ouch. Okay, I better wrap this up. So thanks for taking time to visit with me tonight, and I hope that I did something that was inspiring. If so, please feel, oh, you've already done it, probably hit the like button. I just looked up and there was a like. So anyways, the rest of you who are watching, please feel free to hit that like button, and have a great evening, and I will see you all again in the next video. Yeah, I do actually, Cheryl, I do have I think it's called Full-Time or RV Living, and it's what do you call that, playlist, and I have been starting to do a few videos with that, so go ahead and check that out if you'd like, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.